Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now, Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not?
Yeah, he's always been a very accomplished playmaker, Peter, and a good mixture of creativity.
Tries a shot! Goal! Vittoria! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Great vision. And this is Mohamed Salah. He is through here. They want to be quick to recover this. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mohamed Salah deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge out to the right.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
They're up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rummenigge, the man we've all come to watch. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vittoria leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's on it, can he get away? Now there's and a chance! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of...
Forlan! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Neymar. He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Fiore. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
I'd like
So
to
in
draw
they
your
come for the
attention
break
to
with nothing to
screen
separate
right
them.
now for
The
information
score
on our
1-1.
shuttle bus service. Substitution in progress.
So we're into the second 45. Now it's Raul. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Raul. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Rummenigge. And Mateus. Oh, delightful ball. And he shoots! Goal! Victoria! And again they hit the front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Victoria get themselves into the lead. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cannavaro gets it clear. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. Mohamed Salah. Mateus. He's having a shot! He's scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business. Doesn't, he's given it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Raul. Now, can they get him away? Victoria needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And here's Mohamed Salah. That's a sharp pass. Fiore. And this is Forlan. Neymar. And there's the shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hernes, looking here to chip it. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lovely pass. He's had a shot! No mistake! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Raphael Varane. He's solid in the air, Peter. He's tough in the tackle and a very good reader of the game. Most of all, though, if something goes wrong when the opposition...
And he's had a hit! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Bergomi. Played back into the centre. Now it's Vitinha. Mohamed Salah.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw-in. Now it's Vitinha. Ernest. Vieira. And it's Messi. Now it's Owen. And this is Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. And here's Owen. And he's found the way past. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Salah. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It's a pretty loose pass. Victoria yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Roberto Carlos. Port trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack.
And Messi! There it is! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Looking to play him in. And it takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mateus deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Port have got it back and they'll have another go.
Port have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Owen!
Owen really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mohamed Salah. Varane is there and he can get that clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
2 added minutes.
Defending
indicated.
of the desperate variety. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with... And there's the end of the first half. It's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing
And
room
now
that
I'd just like
needs
to read out
rousing
our
at half-time,
fan club
because in
members who are
truth
celebrating
they've
their
not really
birthdays
been at it
today.
so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again.
Victoria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Rummenigge charging forward, the ball. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Victoria have their second corner now. Vitinha! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Vitinha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Vieira. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Thuram. Rummenigge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be brilliantly cut out. Mateus.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's tried one! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Vieira. And it's Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Has a shot! Tremendous from Pirlo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there's the goal they've been looking for. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Ernest. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cruyff plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. He is, and the shot! And with that, the final whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfield.
And it's been given away. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a cute ball. That is a brilliant interception. And he's managed to get rid. And he's decided... It's hit the crossbar. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mateus, Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Ernest looking to be a menace in the final third. Victoria still without a single shot on target. Victoria looking to pass their way through. Vitinha. He's shifting through the gears here. John, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Victoria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been...
Lee Kang-in! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Lee Kang-in can so cleverly bypass the press. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rummenigge, he's got away. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. One-nil here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alexander-Arnold. That's Lee Kang-in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mateus. Vitinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge is onto this, and he's managed to get... He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And this could be the final action of the first half. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine
quick
flow
reminder
to this
today
game,
that
as
parking
well as
in the area
intent.
around the stadium is
But
strictly
I can't help
forbidden.
feeling that their
Please use
efforts
parking
deserved
provided by the club
that
or
little
any
bit
other
more.
paid parking facilities in the area.
Victoria have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Palmer kept his eye on it and he's there. Lee Kang-in. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Decent chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. And it's Palmer. And now they can clear their lines. Eze. He is just caressing the... Goes for a shot! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. AC Milan are all square. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this...
He's got tall! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Knocks it into space. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. Header comes in! Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Vitinha. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That has been slung wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it. Can he get away? Shot could... It's Salah! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! A mere nigh on a certainty. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Victoria pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Mohamed Salah, voted
Please
man
make
of the
sure to
match,
watch the
and
screen for an
deservedly so.
information bulletin from the region.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Mohamed Salah. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bastoni cuts it out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Cannavaro gets into some space.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Neymar. Lobbed in behind. Adams gets across to intercept that. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That is good alertness. Cannavaro. And it's Neymar. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, nicely intercepted. Mateus. That looks a good ball through.
That's good play from him.
He's had a shot! Goal! Victoria!
Mohamed Salah really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Azar. Done delicately. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And that has been clubbed away. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. Plays in a... Oh, what a climb! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Van Nistelrooy tries to pass it through.
There will be 1
Neymar.
minute added time.
He's gone for goal! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Victoria having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Victoria carrying a one-goal lead. Serginho. Xavi Alonso. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cannavaro. Xavi Alonso. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, this looks sharp. Victoria finding their passes. Mateos, and he shoots! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. It's Azar! No mistake! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and it's Vitinha, and that's gone loose. Victoria suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps, and they can't drift into a carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Corner number 2 then.
Substitutions taking place.
Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Neymar. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Ernest. Mateus. And he's got the beating of his man.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This has become one superb game of football.
North Carolina really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Rummenigge driving forwards.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Nice looking ball. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Looking for a runner. Oh, good take in a good area. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's down to business here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Salah. Now this could be a chance. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Mohamed Salah, Rummenigge, and he shoots! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
I doubt very much. Kvaratskhelia! And he can clear it away. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Di Lorenzo promptly onto that, and that is that. A Probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through. Koundé calmly anticipates. Kvaratskhelia.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's worked it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Thiaw gets across to intercept that. Guadalajara upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Over to the left. Adams spots it and intercepts. Hernes quietly revving up. Vitinha. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, yet another
Chance! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
There will be
Oh,
1
it's
minute
Haaland.
added time.
And that's another good win of the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Victoria go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. That's been cut out, well played. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Di Lorenzo. And here's Mbappe. A header! There it is! No, again there's no way through. Now, can they get him away? And this is Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? Yes! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. That'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back.
Victoria are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Well, he's ended up in no man's land. And here's Haaland, out towards the flank. Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo crosses it in. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Mateus, and he's had it nicked away. Aimed beyond the defence. Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Aimed in towards the centre. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Cannavaro. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Nice interception, well timed. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Victoria are closing in on a comfortable win. Now it's Haaland. Nicely spread. Now it's Haaland. And a chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Mateus. Rummenigge. Oh, this looks sharp. Cannavaro.
2 added minutes
Victoria
has been
have
indicated.
reclaimed it. Now Hernus. This looks promising. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Victoria can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh, what has happened here?
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
Nicely weighted ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Rashford. And he walks. Kilich Soy! Goal! Barcelona!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Victoria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, super find. Zanetti. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's having a good look here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Mateus has a shot! Oh, nearly.
Victoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Raul. Ambitious ball here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Koundé. And he's intervened well there. Vitinha. And no, that was never going to make it. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just... And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, Killing Soy! This time surely! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Rashford at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they...
Chips it through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rijkaard. Out to the left it goes.
Two interceptions have been
Positioning
indicated.
was spot on. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! They've scored! And right on half-time, that is telling. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And the game has already resumed here.
Victoria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Rijkaard is always getting the pitch. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Victoria really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Tries to play it through. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely, now then, shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
Koundé. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Rijkaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rodri. Zanetti cuts out the pass. And this is Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And the pass is intercepted. Hernus. That is good alertness. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Victoria couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Raul. Kilishoy has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Rashford!
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's been cut out, well played. Barcelona finding their passes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kilishoy shapes to shoot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Kilishoy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game.
Barcelona really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 16.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
19, William Saliba. Number 9, Raul.
Looking for the run.
Number 20,
Yamal. Kilishoy tries a shot! And it's come back out to him. And it's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And now he has two. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I'd be hard-pressed to find a player who's more versatile than this fella, Jordan Henderson.
Big chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Victoria are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And a chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Quarter of an hour played. Distributed tidily. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Vitinha, and this is Mohamed Salah, and he's got the beating, and the shot! Goal! Victoria! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Victoria take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Rummenigge. Guardiola cuts it out. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Neymar. Kukçu. 30 minutes gone. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the shot's on here. Oh, important interception. And the shot! He's got a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, that's a key interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good ball. Cleared without complication.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's there to retrieve it. Cristiano Ronaldo touches it back. Here's a chance! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Neymar cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
And this is Mohamed Salah. And it's half-time here. Victoria are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And he's quick to get it clear again. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Rummenigge. Henderson deals with that comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Victoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Neymar powering forward here. He's a sharp little ball here. That is ended up in no man's land. Aims beyond the defence. Now the delivery. Zanetti gets it away. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That is good alertness. And here's Elise. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Cristiano Ronaldo brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Driving forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this. Good chance here! Mateus. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's an excellent interception. Mohamed Salah. He's had it taken off him. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Could be danger here. And it's slung out wide. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread out to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well read, and the
There
danger
will be
is
1
averted.
minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Rummenigge. Victoria are looking to break at pace. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.